night for San Antonio, 53% to the T-Wolves, 39%. After this one, Devin Vassell said the Spurs needed an upset Vic. Well, he got one. While Mitch Johnson preferred the word immature in his approach. I'll take either one, Lou. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
What statement do you think Wemby made last night?
Set the tone for his guys, you know, and understanding he was playing with fire. It was a blessing for him to be involved in this game, and he didn't take that for granted. He went out there and did what he was supposed to do as the best player in that team. That first quarter, he was tremendous. Did a lot of his damage right out of the gate, from rebounding to what he did on the offensive end, the tone that he set on the defensive end. And I think after that, the rest of those guys picked up the slack. You had a brilliant night from Harper. The guards, Vassell and Castle, obviously they've been consistent in what they've been able to do. But it all started with Wemby and how he approached that game and was aggressive on the offensive end, was able to get to the rim, use this 3-ball. He only made 2, but early in that game, he was just hella aggressive. You know, I haven't seen him that aggressive in all of these playoffs. So it was a good sign for them, and I think it carried over through 4 quarters after that.
Yeah, just this energy and just this maturity, if you want to say the word like Mitch Johnson did, just to start the games. Like having 18 points and 6 rebounds in the first quarter, that's a great game for most people that are playing right now. And this guy set the tone doing this 2-2 series, again, back against the wall, needed this game, protect home court, and he kind of instilled his will and his power early and set the tempo in this entire game. So this is exactly what they needed. Lou mentioned Dylan Harper. He was great. He's been fantastic all series. Keldon Johnson really stepped up big last night.
Keldon Johnson had another big night.
He's kind of their tough guy, their motor. He plays so hard, and he was finishing really efficient. Like,
he was the bully last night.
He was unbelievable, but the tone was set by Wemby, and it's just crazy. I was watching him last night, and like, there's not one thing he cannot do on the basketball court. Like, even just watching those highlights, his handle, his shot taking, his shot making, like, it truly is unbelievable just with his size and his athleticism and his handle and his just offensive game. It doesn't make sense. Like, it's ridiculous.
They tried him last night. They tried to get him. I saw
Rage baiting.
They tried to get him, but he was not the one last night, people. At the beginning of the game, Nick Wright, you know what, Nick? I'm going to go ahead and answer this one real quick. Posted it was wild that everybody was referring to last night as the return of a wronged hero and not a dude who was fortunate he wasn't suspended after the elbow to Naz Reid. You know what, Nick?
He ain't wrong,
Shut
dude.
up.
He's not wrong.
No, shut up.
I got
Shut up.
Yeah.
Like, that way was the return of a wronged hero because the game was in San Antonio.
He wasn't wronged.
Yeah, we know you have your bias,
wrong.
but I mentioned it yesterday in the group chat. I was like, the narrative around him playing in this game is kind of funny. Like, he's passionate now because he threw an elbow. It's like, no, it was a dirty play.
And why is he mad?
Yeah, why are you mad? And it's fortunate that you didn't get fined because, number one, by the rule, you're supposed to at least be fined $2,000. Didn't get fined, didn't get suspended. That's a blessing. But the play also better with Wemby, and I don't think he should have been suspended. But the narrative around, like, oh, he's a wronged hero, or he's mature, or he was being rage baited. It's like, no, he did something out of pocket.
Yeah.
And
he was ejected for 3.5 quarters. And that's basically a game.
That should be it. But where's the wronged hero?
I don't think he was a wronged hero, but hero, yes, because you're playing in your home arena. So of course that's how it works.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I was in the house.
He's got no reason to be upset. Like, if he got suspended for Game 5, if he could have.
About what?
He's not upset. Fans are the ones that welcome him back as a hero. He's fine. By the way, I was in the building the game that Draymond Green returned to after he chest stomped Sabonis, and he was welcomed back like an actual hero. That man saw a dude on the ground, looked at him, and then proceeded to chest stomp. So this is how we are.
So that with that example that you just made, the home crowds, right? But nobody said, but nobody publicly made Draymond a wronged hero. In his arena, yes, he was a hero. In Wemby's arena, yes, it's a hero.
Yes.
But on national broadcast, it was going out as if he was some type of...
I don't listen to the national broadcast.
Well, I'm just telling you what I heard. So that's why I reached out and said something last night, because that play was deemed as a passionate play.
Like, no,
that's not a passionate play. You threw a damn elbow.
Okay, but he also was getting it the entire... There's a reason why the refs last night were like a little bit more eyes open, whistles ready, because they're watching. They manhandle Wemby. Wemby finally had it. Boom.
That's basketball.
Ask me whatever you want, Chandler.
So you just said that Draymond Green looked at him on the ground and stomped on his chest. You hated that. You don't like that. Wemby did the same exact thing with a guy standing up, looked at him, and elbowed him in the face.
It's a lot quicker, and it was more like this. So I can excuse it.
By the way, I'll tell you this. Nick Wright, he says some crazy shit. Like, I agree
Nick Wright's wrong on this
I agree with him on this one.
Nope.
But
this one I disagree.
One of a lot of takes that I agree with.
Yeah, if he does this again, if Wemby does this again, it's probably a suspension though. Like this is strike one. Like fine.
I'll say it's dirty.
Like if he does it again, now you're messing with your team's success. Now you're not going to be available.
I don't think he does it again.
There will be a suspension next time you do it. This wasn't a mistake. Nope. This wasn't an elbow. This wasn't an accident. This was an intentional elbow to the face. So he gets a pass here, which still I don't know if he should have. But it was the first time. If he does it again, it's going to be some real consequences. I promise you that.
There's a reason why his coach said he prefers a more mature Wemby.
Correct.
Keep your emotions under check because we dodged a bullet here. Yep. And because we were able to dodge this bullet, we got a convincing Game 5 win that we absolutely needed. So I understand that part, but the rage bait, he's not getting fouled no more than anybody else. You have to be physical. This is the NBA playoffs. Nobody's going out of their way to put Wemby on his butt. He's going to stay on the floor.
I don't know about that.
Well, he's a tall tree. He's going to stay on the floor. He falls on the floor.
I think it's a strategy.
5 to 10 times. It should be a strategy to be physical.
5 to 10 times minimum.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Like it should be a strategy to be physical with somebody. But as you can tell, there's no trash talk. Nobody's going out of their way to elbow him and do all of these things.
Are you insane?
This is basketball.
They are 100% going out of their way, and they're chirping him the whole time.
That's just, if you watch every series, you play a team 4, 5, 6, 7 times in a row. There's going to be physicality. Right. There's going to be.
But they're not doing it to others because they know that this is the way. Like if we can get Wemby out of the way, then that opens up everything for everybody.
Well, listen, I think here's the thing. If you ask any basketball player and anyone that's been a defender,
only one person in foul trouble last night on Minnesota. But nobody's going out of their way.
We asked Bruce Bowen. We asked Corey. We asked all these great defenders in the NBA. How would you guard Wemby?
And Jaden McDaniels fouled 2 guys on 3-pointers. That's not aggressive.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
So that's what I'm saying. We don't have a case here for anybody going out of their way to be physical with Wemby.
Lou, listen. The first thing that you say
literally on the
scouting
play
report,
we do.
The first thing you say on the scouting report of Wemby is to be physical with him. Yeah. Now they're being physical with him, and you have a problem with it?
No.
That is what everyone for 82 games just did.
Literally saying, if I'm on the other side of this, 100% that is my strategy. I'm also saying, as a Spurs fan, we are going to treat him as a hero returning because he is our hero returning.
Well, if he keeps having 27 and 17, he's going to be a hero.
And if he does it again, if he has a play that is deemed quote-unquote dirty, then yes, we can have the conversation of, is Wemby a dirty player? I'm telling you right now, I don't think he's gonna.
I think we're on the same page. I don't think he's a dirty player. I think he made a dirty play. But what I said
agree with that.
On national telecast that I'm watching, everybody is talking about.
Name him.
Whoever was on the thing last night. Was it Reggie? Whatever.
Jamal?
Yeah. He was deemed as passionate.
But that can't be Jamal.
Yeah, it was deemed as passion. Like, and some other guys.
Yeah, he was fiery.
Yeah, and so.
But if it was someone else, it's dirty.
It's somebody else.
Because they have a
call a spade a spade. We all love Wemby. Don't get it confused.
You know what, Lou? I got to be honest. Let's take a time out here. I'm starting to feel like you don't love Wemby the way you should.
No, it don't because I don't feel how you feel about it.
Why not?
Because I'm not married to the San Antonio Spurs like you are. Oh, so I can have an unbiased opinion about it without it being Wemby love, Wemby love, Wemby love. I think he's one of the most dominant guys in the game. I think he was brilliant last night. But sometimes we got to call a spade a spade. A lot of times in our business, in basketball, we don't call a spade a spade. We call it how we see it with people's reputations and how we want to see it. That's my problem.
Like, I think if Jokic did this too, I think he'd get a little bit of a pass. He hasn't really done like he doesn't have that history of being, quote unquote, a dirty player. He doesn't have that Dylan Brooks, Draymond Green kind of background.
There's no pattern of it.
There's no. Now again, so if it happens again, there's no excuses now. This was in the moment. He got his emotions got the best of him. Call it passionate, fiery. Call it stupid.
Call it dirty.
Call it dirty. Call it whatever.
But it's a one-off.
He was wrong for it, and hopefully he grows from it and doesn't happen again, or else his team is going to be penalized.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to do it again. I think
he's smart enough and mature enough to not do it.
I was going to say, the one thing I've learned about Wemby through the course of this year especially is, like, if he does something bad or does something that maybe should be better, he learns right away. Like in this business, we say he takes direction.
And also, that's probably why you see Pop at the airport. Pop was like, "Hey, bro, we don't." You
think Pop was like, "Don't do that shit again"?
You dodged a bullet. That is, listen. Not only did he almost get suspended for this game. This is a pivotal game. And he cost them that game. So, that's 2 games ago at this point. They did what they were supposed to do last night and handle business, and a lot of that was on the back of Wemby, and that's why you need him available. That's why you need him not to make those type of plays.
Yeah.
Last night was glorious. That's just a side note. Dylan Harper.
Do you watch the games like just by yourself and you're
with my socks? But you know what I've learned is if you've noticed, I don't post pregame anymore because I'm a jinx. So I wait until after.
Like, are you butts in seats for like the anthem, or are you?
But last night I was uneasy all day yesterday. Like, I was really not enjoying the day.
Well,
I just wanted to.
That's why you wanted to fight with us for 10 minutes this morning.
Everyone knows who wins Game 5 wins it.
Why are you doing this? I don't want a 7. How about we put it there? I don't want a 7. Let's just get this thing over with.
7, sister.
I don't really want that. Dylan Harper, what else can you say? And by the way, we went into yesterday also thinking questionable, and I was nervous. No, he looked fine off the bench. 14.6 is what he's averaging in about 24 minutes. I don't know. He's 12 points, 10 rebounds in Game 5. First rookie in NBA history to have multiple 10-10 playoff games off the bench. Again, he's like a treasure, Chandler. What else can you say?
It's very rare to see a player of his age and such a high pick contribute so quickly on a really, really good team. Like, you know what I mean? Like, usually, again, it's like the Cooper Flags. You're a high pick for a reason. You're going to a team that needs you, to a team that was really bad the season before. This is a unique situation because the Spurs are a fantastic team. They're loaded at the guard position, and he still finds ways to thrive with De'Aaron Fox on the floor with him, with Stephon Castle on the floor with him, like with all these other playmaking, productive guards, and he finds a way to stand out. And he's so good. He's so athletic. His handle, like he is going to be an absolute star in this league, and he's fearless. Like, these kids are just different. I knew he grew up around it. I knew his father was a great player. Like, he's been around the league. He's not a normal rookie. He's not nervous. He's not timid. He is taking the game to them. He plays with his head down, and he is an explosive guard that is going to be around for a really long time and have multiple All-Stars and hopefully championships for San Antonio, and he's going to be a huge part of that going forward because he is a dog.
He's also, Lou, I don't know how they keep doing it. They keep finding these types of players, like very
55% from the field, too. He's efficient.
Very stoic.
Listen, you guys have a great culture down in San Antonio, and they go out and they
Thank you very much.
You guys.
What am I doing?
You guys. But they do a great job of going out and find guys that fit the mold. And Dylan Harper last night, the one thing that stood out to me was the 5 offensive rebounds. When you have a guard at that size that goes and gets 5 offensive rebounds, that tells me that he's relentless and he wants it more. Offensive rebounding is just effort. That's just a guy going out there and just giving himself and giving his team another opportunity to win basketball games. When you're a coach, that's one of the things that you preach. Limit turnovers. Don't allow a team to beat you by extra possessions. Go get offensive rebounds. Go get extra possessions for your team. So when you have a young guy that understands how important those offensive rebounds and being relentless and staying on the glass, using your size to your advantage, how important that is, that's such an added plus for a team that already has other dynamic young guards as well.
It's crazy. We got to look at the other side of things as well. It was weird last night because Julius Randle had that sort of bad body language that we used to see when they would have bad Knicks games, like just sort of not himself. He's averaging 13 points, 35% from the field in the 4 games in this series. I don't know. I'm not pinpointing one person for this loss, but overall his series has been less than optimal.
Yeah, he's got to be better. And I feel like watching him is like watching Cat. Like, I feel like you know right away what version you're going to get. Like, and you can just tell if he's aggressive, if he has energy, if he's got that pep in his step early on, you know you're going to get a different version of Julius Randle. And when he's good, he is so good. He gets in the paint. It's tough for him because he gets downhill. He tries to get to his left hand, and then he spins. Every time he spins against the San Antonio Spurs, he knows there's a 7'6" guy coming weak side to try and beat his shot up. So, like, I think he's settling a lot. He's taking more outside jumpers. He's taking more mid-range jumpers because of the idea that Wemby is at the rim, and that's usually where he plays bully ball and gets to the rim and tries to overpower you. He can't really do that with Wemby, at the rim meeting him. So I think he'll find ways to get more involved early on because I think when he gets going, it kind of makes their offense a lot easier. He was 0 for 4 from the 3 last night, so obviously when he can expand and make shots, makes the defense kind of get closer to him where he can beat you on the first step and kind of be more aggressive in ISO situation, but he's definitely got to be better. We know Anthony Edwards is going to be solid. We know Jaden McDaniels at this point is going to be exactly who he is.
He just had a wonky night at first.
Julius Randle has got to be kind of that X factor where he gives you those 20 and 10 because their offense is way better, obviously, when he's better.
Yeah, I'll piggyback off of that, and I'll say that was the Wemby effect, right? Like, Wemby got off to such a great start on offense and defensive end that it put Julius Randle kind of on his heels a little bit. He didn't get off to the smooth start that he wanted, and from there they were playing uphill. They were trying to battle back into a game, and they were able to do that a couple of different times. But when a team comes out and has momentum right away, and you're not able to catch a rhythm, you're not able to do the things that make you comfortable on the court, and it puts you in a position to try to do other things, and that extends him to the three-point line. 0 for 4 from the three-point line. So he's like, damn, I can't even find success out here. I'm having a rough night. And so I just think this has been the success. This has been the showing of Wemby that's been able to limit a lot of the things that Julius Randle he does on both ends of the court. because of Wemby and how he's able to affect the game. The one game that he went out that he got ejected from, what kind of night did Julius Randle have after that? He was able to be dominant. He was able to get to the rim. So I attribute a lot of this to Wemby and him being a big presence in this game.
And I just feel like they need someone on that bench to have that big game. Like when they're playing great, like Terrence Shannon pours in 20 or 18 points. Like Mike Conley hits 3 or 4 threes. Like Naz Reid has 25. Like it's got to be someone, especially with DiVincenzo out. Last night they were 9 of 33. They shot 27% from the three-point line. I can't help but think some of those are going in at DiVincenzo's and didn't get hurt. So like
big loss.
That is what it is. But someone on that bench has got to be that spark plug. You know, whether Bones Highland, Kyle Anderson, someone's got to give them that production, especially when Julius Randle's struggling.
I don't think we got to look too far. It's just got to be the guys that are shooting the basketball. Ayo is going to get a lot of attempts. Anthony Edwards is going to get a lot of attempts. Julius Randle and Jaden McDaniels are going to get a lot of attempts. Those guys, we're looking at Jaden Daniels 3 for 7 from 3. And Edwards, 1 for 3 from 3. Ayo, 1 for 4 from 3. Mike Conley only got 1 for 2. Naz Reid is another guy, 3 for 7 from 3. Wow. The guys that you need shooting the basketball, they just weren't efficient from the three-point line.
Yeah, it was a bad combination of a lot of things going wrong in one game. The Giant Slayer, Rudy Gobert, has not quite been the same in this particular series. And this is going to sound almost blasphemous for me to say out loud, but I'm not saying it. I've heard others say it. Should the Timberwolves consider perhaps maybe in this next game flipping things around in the starting lineup? Is that even something you would consider if you're Chris Finch?
I don't think so because they need him to offset Wemby as much as he possibly can. He had such a great series against Jokic, just making things difficult on him. Wemby's a different type of player offensively, and obviously he's a lot taller and has more length. But Rudy's got to have that sort of passion, that sort of energy on the defensive end, and try and make it harder for him. And again, it's easier said than done. Sure. Those guys, neither of them are really guardable to a point, but he's just got to have that impact, whether it's loose balls, diving on the floor, taking charges, blocking shots, offensive tip outs, like all the little stuff that Rudy Gobert can do without getting the ball and trying to score points. His value is not on how many points he had, how many shots he took. It's can he do all those little things, and can he make Wemby's night harder on him than it should be, and he hasn't really done that. I feel like he did a much better job with Jokic, but again, he knows him very well. Wemby also knows him really well. They have the whole French connection thing. They've known each other for years. They've been playing against each other for years. Been played with each other, but he's just got to have more. I don't know if it's energy or physicality or something, but he's got to make it more difficult for Wemby.
Yeah, and on the offensive end, he's 1 for 4 from the field last night. But those 3 shots that he did miss were all layups, all putback dunks that he missed. You just gotta do your job, right? 5 rebounds total. You're 7 feet.
I don't love.
You can't have that. You gotta at least have double digits in rebounding. And also, I hate the fact that he got 2 steals and he only got 1 block shot. I hate that. I don't want my 7-footer having 2 steals and 1 block shot. Got to be more of a